Hey everyone, and welcome to this Solidworks 3D gripper tutorial. So in this tutorial we will model this part. So open a new part file, change the background to plain white from here, and make sure that you are working in MMGS as units. After that, select the front plane and click on sketch. Then select the circle and create a circle at this origin. Then specify the diameter of this one as 18. Okay. Now select the line and find the yellow dot of this circle and create a horizontal straight line. Then select this line and make relation horizontal. Then hold Control key, select the line and the circle and make relation tangent. After that, create a vertical line here and specify the length of this line as 5 millimeter and the length of this line as 35 millimeters. After that, select the 3-point arc from here, and this is going to the first point, second point on the circle, and third point here in space. Hold Control key, select the circle and this arc and make relation tangent. Okay, now select the Smart Dimensioning tool from this point to this point. First specify the vertical distance. This is 10.82. Okay, the sketch is fully defined. Now go to features and select extruded boss base and select these two regions. These are both selected over here. Keep the length of extrusion as 10 millimeters and check the box. Now rotate this component so that this vertical line comes on the right side. Now select this face and click on sketch, and after that select the circle and create a circle over here at the origin. Now specify the diameter of this one as 14, and now go to features, select extruded boss base and specify the length of extrusion as 3 millimeters and specify this degree from here as 30 degree so that we can get this shape. Now check this box. Okay, now rotate this component again and select this surface and click on sketch so that this line comes on the left side this time. Now select the midpoint line and create a vertical line over here. Then select this line, make relation vertical and make this as construction geometry. After that, select the length of this line, which is 14.5. Now select 3-point arc and create a 3-point arc like this, and then select the line and create a straight line like this. Okay, now specify the vertical height of this one is 0.92 and the horizontal distance between these 2 points of the arc is 1.2 and the radius of this arc is 1.25. Okay, and now let's move the attention to the line. So select this point and make relation tangent for the line, and then specify this horizontal distance as 0.6 millimeters. Okay, now I will select the 3-point arc again and create an arc like this and specify the vertical distance again. This is going to be 1.03, and similarly I will specify the radius, which is going to be 2 millimeters, and we are left with the horizontal dimension, which is 0.68. Okay, now let me adjust these dimensions. Okay, now I will select again a 3-point arc and create an arc like this in opposite fashion, and I will specify again the vertical distance first, which is going to be 0.32. Let me adjust these dimensions. Okay, and its horizontal dimension is the same, 0.32 millimeters. Okay, and I think we are left with the radius of this one, which is 4. Okay, now I have to make some reference lines. So make sure that you have created this horizontal straight reference line and an inclined one as well. So the angle between these two lines is going to be 45 degree, and this will be used for the mirror. If you zoom in, you will see this extra line, so we need to trim it. So select trim entities and trim this extra line only. After that, select this point and make relation tangent. After that, select this mirror entities and select this entire sketch, and in mirror about window select this inclined line, and this is gonna mirror like this. Again, select the mirror entities, select this entire sketch. Instead of this inclined line, in mirror about window I will select this horizontal line and I will check the box. One more time, we need to mirror entities, but before that, only this box type relations, this box type relation we need to select and delete. Okay, so now select the mirror entities. I will deselect the reference lines only. In mirror about window I will select this vertical line and check the box. So our sketch is completed and fully defined. Now I will go to features and select extruded cut, and I will specify the depth of cut as 3 millimeters and check the box. Okay, now this feature is created. I will rotate it and make sketch on this face, and I will select the line and I will create from this point to this point a vertical line and a horizontal line. Again, I will select the line and I will create a horizontal line like this and a vertical smaller line. Now I will specify the dimension, so this is going to be 29 millimeters. Okay, and this dimension is going to be 25.83, and the height of this line is 1 millimeter. Now I will select the 3-point arc, 1 point, 2 point, and third point in space, and I will specify the radius of this arc as 10 millimeters. Okay, the sketch is fully defined. Now I will go to features. I will select extruded boss base, and I will specify the length of extrusion as 40 millimeters, as you can see it from here. I will check the box. Now I will select this top surface and click on sketch, and here we need to create a corner rectangle. So I will select a corner rectangle from here. I will specify the length of this line as 12, the height of this line is 23. Okay, although I can drag it like this, so let's fully define it. So I will specify the distance between these two lines as 2.83, and the distance between this edge and this line, this is going to be 8.5. Okay, it is fully defined. Now I will go to features. I will select extruded cut and I will specify through all and check the box. Okay, now I will again select the same top surface and click on sketch. For reference, I need to create a center line, so find a yellow dot here and create a horizontal line. Make sure that this is horizontal, so assign a horizontal relation. It's up to you. I will select a straight point center slot and I will create a slot like this. You can assign the vertical relation to the center line of the center straight slot. The distance between these two lines is 0.5 millimeters, and then the radius of this one is going to be 3. The length of this line is 8 millimeters. Okay, now go to features, select extruded boss base and specify the length of extrusion as 3.5 millimeters and check the box. After that, I will select this top surface and click on sketch, and for reference I will create a horizontal line from the yellow points, and from this midpoint to straight one I will create a straight center line. Then I will create a circle at the top, and the length of this line is going to be 4, and the diameter of the circle is also going to be 4 millimeters. Now I want the same circle on the other side, so I will select the mirror entities for that purpose. In this window I will select the circle, and in mirror about window I will select this straight line and check the box. Now I will go to features, select extruded boss base. I will specify the height as 3 millimeters for the length of extrusion and check the box. Now I will select this face and click on sketch. I will create a circle at this face and specify the diameter as 7, and I will cut it. So go to features, select extruded cut, specify through all and check the box. Okay, now I will select this top surface and click on sketch, and I will create here a straight line and then this line. Make sure that this line is straight, so assign a vertical relation and specify a horizontal relation to this one. Then I will create a line like this, create a center line in this area. Make sure that all of these three lines are collinear and horizontal, so hold control key, select all of these and assign that relation. Now I will create a circle at the center point of the center line like this. Now let's specify the dimension. So this is going to be 20 millimeter, and then from this edge to this line this is going to be 17.67. okay, and then I will specify the length of this line is 5.83. the diameter is going to be 6 millimeters. Okay, then I will select the trim entities and I will trim the top area, create a vertical line like this, and then I will select the line and I will create a vertical line from this point to this point. Okay, let's specify the height of this line. This is going to be 3.75. after that I will again create a center line because we want another circle on this line. Hold control key, select both of these lines, make relation vertical and collinear. Create a vertical straight line, and the distance between these 2 points, this is going to be 11. After that create a circle at the center of the center line. Since we need to trim the other side, so I will trim it using the trim entities, and I will specify the radius of this arc is 0.75. okay, now I will create a horizontal line until this center point, as you can see it from here, and I will create a straight center line for reference. Let me draw it again. So I will hold the control key, select both of these lines and make relation perpendicular. Okay, select the mirror entities. In this window I will select this line, this arc and this line, mirror about this vertical line and check the box. And since I want to complete the sketch, because the color of this sketch is turned into blue, and when I create these two lines the sketch has turned into blue, which means this is ready for the extrusion. So I will extrude it up to 3.5 millimeters. okay, now I will select this top face and click on sketch, and I will create a center line from this point. okay, select the circle and do not create the circle at this yellow point, instead create at a little bit above. The diameter is going to be 4.9 from this point to this point, which is the center of the circle. The distance is going to be 2.5. after that go to features, select extruded boss base and specify the length as 3.5 millimeters for the extrusion. okay, now select this surface, this one, and click on sketch. and I think this is going to be our final sketch for this part. So first I will create a horizontal straight line for reference, and the distance from this edge is going to be 4.2 millimeters. After that I will create a straight center line here from yellow point to yellow point. Then I will create a line like this and like this. Okay, now let's specify the dimensions. So this is going to be 2.82 millimeters, and from this point to this point, this horizontal dimension is going to be 2 millimeters, and from this point to this line, this distance is going to be 3.5 millimeters. Okay, now select the line again and create this inclined line and inclined line like this. So I will specify the distance between these 2 points as 0.93, and similarly the distance between these 2 points, the horizontal distance I'm talking about, 1.72. Okay, now if you zoom into this area, you will find this gap. So fill this gap with the horizontal straight line. I will specify the length of this line as 0.03, which is by default as 0.03, which is fine. I will select the line. I will create a inclined line like this and a straight line. Then I will first specify the distance between these two lines. So this is going to be 0.1. Length of this above line, this is going to be 0.05. Okay, after that I will select this point and this above line, above horizontal line, and specify the distance as 3.45 millimeters. Then I will specify this vertical distance 3.2 millimeters, and this is going to be 2.8 millimeters. Okay, the sketch is fully defined. Now we need to mirror the sketch on the other side. So I will select the mirror entities, and then I will select entire sketch, and in the mirror about window I will select this vertical line for which was created for reference. The color of the sketch has turned into blue. I will go to features, select extruded boss base. I will specify the length of extrusion, and I will check the box. Now the only thing left is the fillet, so I will specify the 1 millimeter radius fillet to this area, this edge, and this edge, and then I will check the box. Now the part molding has been completed. You can specify any appearance you like. I am going to apply this one. This is going to be an optional one, and then I will save this part, and this is going to be used as the base for the robotic gripper, and we will use this part in the Solidworks assembly file as well. So that's all for this tutorial guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.